I think we desire for 5 because we know they don't have anything. And if I can prevent them from drawing new cards, I will. But it's really close. Alright, that's a Horn or Burgie. Petal, Chromox. Oh, Burning Wish. Sweet. Hello everybody, I am TonyScapone, and this is my signature deck, a rather classic version of it. Of course, before the printing of Vexing Bauble, this is basically what it looked like. At the time I was playing 2 Faithless Looting instead of the Jessica's Will. I'm gonna try testing Jessica's Will. This is a card that was in very, very, very early iterations of the deck and eventually kind of moved out of the deck. You get lower to the ground, but the power level is undeniable, especially once you start wheeling with grid in play, and that is what we're looking to do. I will say I am sold on the sideboard one. That is something that the previous Vexing Bauble iterations really still convinced me of being super solid, so that's here to stay. But okay, so how does this list differ from previous iterations? The sideboard is basically the same, except I do run the sideboard gamble because we are running 4 Burgie. Sideboard gamble is just really solid when you're playing this much Burgie. And coming off of one of the abrades, you're generally speaking more able and equipped to deal with things that we would want to abrade as a result of having more Burgies. And I would expect Null Rod to maybe not be as present as it was when Mystic Forge was so huge, but we don't know quite what's going to happen in the format, so we'll play it by ear. So if you haven't really seen this deck before, it's the, at this point, 3rd fastest deck in the format. When I say fastest, I mean like you're actually dead deck. First being Necro Dominance, second being Oops All Spells, and then of course 3rd being us. So you're mostly just looking to put an Echo of Eons on the stack, preferably on turn 1. Preferably protected, and then wheel to accumulate mana and storm. Oftentimes you're wheeling multiple times, and then you eventually kill them with Burning Wish into Tendrils. So the deck is just a bunch of fast mana, a bunch of mono red action, and some protection. Now, of course, previously we were playing Vexing Bauble, which means we had more protection. It also meant that turn 1 was even more important because opponents had Vexing Baubles. And so we were pressured to and were more able to have more aggressive action. So there were Reforge the Souls in the main deck. Basically, we had come off Galvanic Relay. Because once things are fast enough and there's Vexing Baubles everywhere, Relay is just not fantastic. However, just before Vexing Bauble was printed, when like the Grief Scaminator deck was a menace. The last major tournament I had played was SCG Philly, of which I went 6-0, 12-0 in the first 6 rounds of Swiss. I then got cocky and didn't draw into the top 8 and lost back-to-back win-ins to Scaminator in the hands of 2 formidable players. Burnt Taco, and then, of course, got knocked out by Bosch and Roll, which has now happened to me twice. Well, that time knocked out of top 8, and I lost to him at SCG Baltimore in top 4. But my point is, this iteration, this style, this build is extremely powerful. This deck does not need Vexing Bauble to be both fast and still good against blue decks. And I do think Galvanic Relay is going to be the answer. I will be testing some versions similar to the previous with Reforge the Soul and just having less protection. We'll have the benefit of being able to add action in place of the Vexing Bauble. We could even try just playing Galvanic Relay, but I don't think I'll do that. So when you move into Galvanic Relay, you need to support it, right? I'm not running 4 Spirit Guides, and I want 4 Mox Opal. And we're back on Monolith. Monolith is very good with Galvanic Relay, and obviously it helps us with Mox Opal. We're not playing Urza's Saga, because we just need more mana on turn 1. We need to be casting our Burgi, we need to be casting our 3-drops, instead of leaning on Urza's Saga. And we need our cards to synergize well off of a relay. Flipping a bunch of Reforged the Soul is not fantastic. Flipping Spirit Guides is not fantastic. However, flipping Mox Opals is great. You basically want permanent mana sources for your relay. Any amount of mana that stays on board helps power up the cards that you flip off of the relay. Now, the format, I do expect it to still be quite fast, and relay is slow sometimes, but a big turn 1 relay is still a fast thing, right? And that's what this deck tends to do. When it relays, it does it turn 1. So you basically have 3 types of hands with this deck. You have, well, I guess 4 types of hands, right? The nut is just grid into Echo. So just like the protected turn 1 potential. And then there's the glass cannon hands that are just so incredibly likely to kill them on turn 1 but have no protection. So you go for it. It's a force check. And then the other 2 types of hands are slower grid hands that maybe have a lot of solid, repeatable mana sources but aren't necessarily explosive. So multiple soul lands, multiple grids. Basically a hand that you say, well, this is great against blue. And since blue matchups are probably going to be somewhere around half of your experience, then you keep those hands. It is the sort of lottery that sometimes you run into bad luck with. You keep a slow defense grid hand, you're playing against the combo deck, you die. Or it's a prison deck. Or you keep a fast hand, no protection, they have the force. These things happen. We have to accept them if we're going to play a deck like this. And then thanks to Galvanic Relay, there's a 4th kind of hand, which is just a relay hand. A hand that just splats into play, is very hard to interact with. With Force of Will, you're hoping they don't kill you on turn 1. And if they do play some sort of block piece, it's probably Chalice of the Void, which, depending on how powerful your relay was and the context of your hand, a lot of times you can play through it, around it, remove it, whatever. Especially if it includes a Burgi. Another thing worth mentioning, for sure, is this is a much better Horn deck. Horn plus Wheel is just about the same as Pier. Like, they die. It's not quite as good, but they're dead. Like, maybe if you flip terribly, and they're playing a blue deck, and they have a nut draw off of the 7 that you gave them, sure. But even then, you probably accrued enough resources to kill them the next turn. So it's not just a better Horn deck in terms of wheeling with Horn, but also like low resource Horn situations. Like, oh, I can play a Horn and I'm left with an Echo and 1 other card in my hand. It used to be you have to hit LED. Now it's you can hit a combination of petals, opals, especially if you have 1 more mana, then all you gotta do is hit 2 petals or opals. It just makes the math a lot better. Or like when you have the Horn pass and you have an Echo and you're just trying to find the blue source, we have a lot more blue sources to hit now that we have the opals. But yeah, that's about it. It's roughly the same amount of action. It's just different kind of action. Because Horn is, or Burgi / Horn is modal. It could be mana or action. But that's about it. I say we play some matches. This is one of my absolute favorite decks. It's the closest thing to what I have had the most success with across, you know, whether it be challenges, in-person events, locals, like just generally speaking. So I'll see you in round 1. All right, here we go. Round 1 against Janosh. Who's mulligan to 6. We're on the draw. This hand just has too many lands in it. We're going to mulligan. You know, red source, Rite of Flame. We're not really getting up to this Jessica's Will. They kept on 6. It's not like the worst hand, but I think we can still do better. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think we're past the point of relay. And I guess we can use these spirit guides. Yeah. That'll give me better access to colors. So we have a very explosive hand. Mana Confluence. Okay. So this is, as long as they don't like really pop off here, this is ideal for us. Exactly what you want when you're on the draw with a super explosive hand is just playing against something that you know is not going to be interactive. And we got Monolith. You could wait and pass because next turn we have a Pier, but too high likelihood that we get hit by Cabal Therapy. We're 1 mana away from Pier. You could Desire, but it's only for 4. I'm just going to Echo. I could have left myself with more red if I... No, that's not true. Those are Spirit Guides, not Petals. Okay, so we get Echo, and we're going to spin it. This also gets rid of their graveyard, which is sweet. And this looks excellent. I'm definitely playing LED. Here's where you want to calculate if Gamble for Burning Wish wins, because you already have the really solid backup plan of Echo. And if I did it here, obviously if it hits itself, you just cast your spells and Echo. But you got to ask yourself, well, what if it hits mana? Does it pinch me on colors? Does it make it so I don't have enough mana? We have 3, 6, so we go down to 5 with Gamble, so we will need mana. And by using Gamble, we'll be out of red. So if it hits Rite of Flame or Chrome Mox, then it wouldn't work. So I have to at least cast Rite of Flame. Now, Storm is 6, Gamble would be 7, Burning Wish would be 8 and 9. So we have to cast one more spell at least post Gamble to kill them with Burning Wish. We'd be able to cast Monolith or Chrome Mox would be fine. But I think it is worth going for Burning Wish here. And we did miss. Unfortunate. Okay, let's cast... a little bit awkward on colors, but I think it's worth it to cast this Grim Monolith. I'll play out this Chrome Mox. I don't exactly want to draw it at this point. We already have our blue, so I'll make red. And we'll spin the wheel again. Yeah, this wins. We can play Burgie. We don't even have to, but I'm going to play Burgie. Play LED. Burning Wish. Make black. And we got a nice little turn 1 to kick things off. 14 drills. I'm not going to do the math, but I think it's enough. Alright, playing against Dredge. With Rainbow Land, so we definitely don't have to worry about, like, Force and Daze. A lot of times they'll bring in, like, Leyline of Sanctity and think it's good. It stops Jeska's Will, but it's not very good against us. I'm just going to run it back. Like, we can, when we pop off, we draw our whole deck, and we can either Gambit plus Goblins, or we can just Void Snare it. Sand is not great. We're going to mulligan. Sand is quite good. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have trimmed a grid or two. Say on average, Echo, or maybe just one. Play the Echoing Truth. But it's fine. Alright, let's bottom defense grid. They mulligan to 4. In fact, we knew about the mulligan to 5, so, well, defense grid isn't really useful anyways. This is likely a Monolith pass hand. We might be able to get away with, given that they're on 4, but they have some busted starts on 4. I don't see an LED, so that's good. They loot. Bottoming 2 Leyline of the Void, so they hit 2 Leyline of the Void with that looting, because otherwise they'd be in play. I mean, it's good to know that they have those. Oh my god, that's so tilting, and they scooped it up. I don't blame them. That is a reason to play Echoing Truth, and like I said, I should. But wow. This hand was going to beat Leyline. It was going to play Monolith turn 1. Turn 2 is going to Horn. And effectively wheel. Alright, easy game. See you in round 2. Hey everyone, thanks for making it this far. Just wanted to thank everybody, and if you're looking for more, show you where you can find that. If you go to the description below, you can find all of my links. If you go further down in the comments, you can also find my links to bring you to my Patreon, various tiers for Discord access, early access, sideboard guides, donation decks, coaching sessions. You can also check out the podcast within those links, as well as my Twitch, where I do most of my content. You can see the commands that you can use in the chat. Let's say you do dono. You're wondering how to get a link, how to do it. Tells you right here. And the members Discord is within the Storm, MTG Storm community. And of course, it's always going to help if you hit the like and subscribe. So thanks again. Keep storming, y'all. All right, here we go. Round 2 against Garmonbozia. And is slightly clunky, but I'm going to keep it. There's definitely some draw. Yeah, it's good against blue. We might have to be a little bit patient. Play out Volcanic first, but maybe not, depending on what we draw. But most likely. Most likely it's just Volcanic pass. Because even if we draw like a Monolith or Petal or something, if Grid gets countered, then Opal's not turned on. We just waste Storm. Oh man. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. Underground Sea, huh? Is Curie? Sure. Sure. Oh, it's really good too. Alright, let's start with that. Bergie gets countered. I still have a sweet relay. If it doesn't, they're just gonna get dumpstered. No, double days would be annoying. Oh, man. Wowee. They're in trouble. They are in some significant trouble. Lay out this Opal. Now we're gonna grid. Wow, grid is just in. And we're gonna relay for roughly a bajillion. We drew 7, and we also put 3, 4, 7 mana, a grid, and a Bergie into play. We hit no action except for Horn. That's kind of brutal. But we do have another grid, so either they need to tap under this one, or Bergie surviving. Alright, that's a Dreadnought. They're gonna do the thing. Sure. They're gonna draw a million cards, but they already played a land, so they can't do anything this turn. They're gonna be under grid. So we just gotta find action. Either the 1 card we draw, or the 2 that we get from Horn. Which is pretty high chance, especially given that we just hit a bunch of non-action. One nice thing about Frog being gone is it does make Jessica's Will better. Frog used to make it so that a lot of the times you couldn't actually get mana off of Jessica's Will. They have to go to discard 9 cards. We draw Burning Wish. That's the ball game. Play land, play Petal. I'm just gonna go for Pure right now. We don't waste time. They'll probably scoop. I mean, if not, I'd be happy to play through it. 5, 6, 7 mana. Go ahead and draw 22. Okay. Cast Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. I get to see what they're doing. Consign, Bowman, Dress Down, Curie, Barrogoyf. A lot of main deck Consign. Alright, we'll play Petal. Play LED. Grid. Burning Wish. Tendies. Alright. Not bad, not bad. I guess I'll play a Braid. Or Majeska as well. It looks like it's at least going to have targets and could be helpful against Null Rod. Okay. I will keep this against blue. We have the 2 most important things. Obviously, we're missing action, but stable mana and protection are both more important. Oh, man. Whoa, now. I'm going to kick it off with a grid. It's going to get consigned. I'd say the biggest risk about this is Wasteland. The other option... Oh, they had to force it, so that's a good outcome. But the other option is playing Mountain and passing. And then going into next turn with 1 more mana and 1 more card draw. Or draw step. But, I don't know. We've got 2 grids. Let's, hope we don't get no-rotted. Wow, they're going to tap out for Curie again. So we're dodging Consign. Echo, let's play Mountain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can play around days. Alright, let's play grid. They have 3 cards in hand. Probably wondering what they do about their singleton days. Oh, it's a force. Okay, they're gonna force it. They only have 1 card. Let's play these out. He pitched a Brazen Borrower. It's a really tough choice. I'm gonna imprint because not only do I get the mana for the imprint, but then I also don't have to use Petal. But it's really close because having Echo in your hand is also very good. But so is 2 mana. Alright, we hit some mana. We hit a Burning Wish. So this looks pretty good. As long as they don't have more interaction. There's a Wasteland. That I can stomach. Oh, no, they get the combo. Wow, they had double force and the combo. Like, this wouldn't matter if I had grid in play. Now they draw 12. Well, they did use 2 forces. Very low likelihood they don't have force here, but it's possible. They probably have at least a daze, but that we should be able to play around. Oh, the second Ancient Tomb doesn't do anything here since we're at 4. It's an oversight. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 mana. 1, 2, 9 mana. So we can Mind's Desire around days. We find another black source we could peer around days. A mana source, at least. Let's play Monolith. Play Monolith. Cast Rite of Flame. Play Volcanic. And cast Burning Wish. Do you have it? They don't have it. Okay. So Desire for 5. Or Runside Echo. I think we Desire for 5 because we know they don't have anything. And if I can prevent them from drawing new cards, I will. But it's really close. Alright, that's a Horn or Burgie. Petal, Chrome Mox. Oh, Burning Wish. Sweet. Now we go Burgie. Petal. Chrome Mox. 2, 4, 5. Cast the Burning Wish, it's free. Nets mana thanks to Burgie. And we have the double black for Tendies. Very nice. But turn 3 through double force. And I would mention all the cards that they drew, but apparently they don't do anything. Sweet. Or 2-0. See you round 3. Alright, here we go. Round 3 against Peppembr. This hand is a keep. Holy guacamole. This is the type of hand that was not included in the 4 types, but kind of falls under the category of protected potential to turn 1. Putting up double Echo with some mana to boot feels very similar to grid into Echo, right? They're of course on the draw, which is a bummer. Okay. Just don't tase me. Oh. So it's Reanimator. This hand is excellent against them. Well, it's almost definitely Reanimator. But maybe not. Shouldered. Really? We probably still beat it. They're going to discard us. They can take 1 LED. This is why this hand is so good against Reanimator. Still has a chance to turn 1 even through a discard spell. No mana, no mana, no mana. Pass, pass, pass. Ugh. Son of a... They only have 1 card left, though. Well, okay. I'm going to play the Petal out and pass. I would imagine their last card is a Reanimate. Oh, great. And they found their mana source. Quite the hand. Just an outrageous hand. Okay, then. That's a terrible draw. We will pass. Yep, they gain some life. I'm getting in for 4. And we draw another Rite of Flame. I mean, that's better. And go up to 4 mana, down to 1, up to 2. I can get Gamble, but that doesn't help since Shouldred's in play. I'm actually going to pass. We still have a very real chance here. Because it's not going to be too difficult to grape shot this thing. I'd say we're probably shooting like 75% to at least do something to that effect. Here we go. So we go Rite of Flame, Bergie, Mox Opal, Grim Monolith, cast Burning Wish. Oh, I think I'm supposed to relay. Or just Grape Shot. Yeah, I'm gonna Grape Shot. It's really close though. As we relay, we can just jump with Bergie, and then we have 7 fresh cards, but it's a good chance those cards want a wheel. Kill Sheoldred, hit them. What I don't like about this is they are a Reanimator deck, so putting this in their graveyard, not necessarily fantastic. But we have a clock on board, and we have a lot of ways to pop off. They hit a Mana Source. They're fetching immediately. Alright, they're casting a Looting. Looking for either what Reanimate would be best, or a Mana Source. Card Unmask and Entomb, okay. Any LEDs? No, but I'll take a mana. Get in for 3. They've got 2 cards. No! Okay, whew. No Animate Dead. Love to see that. That is a complete blank of a draw. Really needed to hit something on that draw, I feel like. But maybe not. They're gonna Surveil here. Yep. Petal. Okay, that's 1 miss. They draw land, they can cast Faithless Looting, but that gives us another turn. Oh, sweet. Come on, LED. Spirit Guide. That also doesn't help. Get in for 3. Alright. Fingers crossed. It is turn 8 with 2 of the most volatile combo decks in the format. Hitting us with Unmask. That's fine. Spirit Guide's probably the best card they could take. Pass, pass, pass. Yeah. Love it. LED? Petal. That is not nothing. So now they can't reanimate Sheoldred. Certainly worth noting. Getting close to Horn. They played this out to untap Monolith, but that doesn't really accomplish much. Entomb doesn't do much. I wonder if it's actually better to hold that. Archon, huh? Uh-oh. They hit Animate Dead, are you kidding? That's the card they needed. Or I guess Exhume too. Oh. Lose 2 life, gain 2 life. Okay. Oof. Well, we hit them for 3. Then I think I cast this Jesk as well. Let's go. It would normally be GG, but Grape Shot is in our graveyard. I mean, I can Echo. Yeah, because if they draw Animate Dead, then we'd probably lose on the spot. So we can go get Gamble and then go search up our last Echo and cast it. We even have Grape Shot in our main deck right now. Okay, which means should probably frontside an Echo, or at least attempt to. Means play Petal, play Mox Opal, play out City, go get Echo. Nice. Tap all this. And frontside. A lot of mana. Use Spirit Guide. And I'm going to go for action here. We have enough mana. Bummer. Alright. Well, let's play out Mox Opal, make blue, play out Mox Opal, play out Chrome Mox, play out Chrome Mox, cast this Echo again, and that will do. Fence Grid, Lion's Eye Diamond, cast Wish, and then for the funsies, I'm going to see if we can gamble for the Grape Shot. We did. Cool. Well, that was a weird game. Trim a Grid. I don't like that they have Sheoldred. Not just in the 75, but in the main deck. Also Valgavoth. Yeah, I'm going to play the Echoing Truth and the Void Snare. Sand is pretty bad. I think given the creatures they're playing, This is extremely difficult on the draw. Kept on 7. Okay. I'll keep this. Bottom grid. A tap land? Really? Am I getting unmasked? Yeah. I'm gonna say, there's no way you keep this without something. There goes my LED. But any red source or LED gives us a chance to go off. I guess I'll play out Mox Opal. Probably the worst draw on the deck. That or grid. Maybe really any action spell is not good, but... Alright, they've got a looting. Grizzlebrand. On LED. That's a red source. I'm gonna imprint the Bergie. And we're gonna gamble. Got him. Even get the mana from the Opal here. And now we get to spin it. Ooh. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm shy on Storm for lethal. Play the land, play Rite of Flame, play Grim Monolith, play Lion's Eye Diamond. Can't Desire either. I'm 1 mana away from Desire and 1 Storm short of lethal. So we're gonna spin it again. Yes. We got Echo. Spin the wheel. We don't have red mana at the moment. It's so close, but it doesn't quite work. Like, I could Void Snare my Mox Opal, replay it to fix my mana, but it's not enough to cast Relay. I think I play these out. Kind of neuters my Relay, but it is what it is. They've got a fresh hand to work with here, but no graveyard. And it's a Null Rod. Very cool. Ridiculous. As much as I want to Jessica's Will, yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to. Yeah. Get some mana. And Relay. Rite of Flame. And Echoing Truth. Not great. We're looking for Burning Wish. Or Volcanic Island. But Volcanic isn't super great, because I can just replay Null Rod. Yeah, we got Thought Seized. I mean, if they give us enough time, we are going to get out of this eventually. We have 5 cards. No threats. What is this? Wear Tear? Yep. The LED? Sure. Petal. I guess I'll put Rite of Flame in my graveyard. And I will pass. That's an Entomb. And that's an Animate Dead. The draw cards go to 11. They draw 7 more. We're close to Grapeshot lethal if we draw Wish. But not quite. I'm gonna unmask themselves and pass. Wow. I mean, it is a great draw. Wish. Shattering Spree. And I'm just gonna play the Petal out. They're about to shred our hand. I gotta hope they somehow don't put Valgavoth. Have another Null Rod? What is this, dude? You got it. Oh my god. We're drawing Burning Wish, too. Okay, I guess a Braid comes in. Let's turn 1 him. Alright, come on, fast hand. His hand makes a horn. And has to play out all these. Cast Will for mana. Horn. And then flip 2 cards. And have a Lion's Eye Diamond. I think we can do better. This is not better. Close, but I can't get up to 3 mana. We'll get into 5. This is also terrible. We'll go to 4. We'll go to 3. Perfect. As perfect as a 3 can get. Well, no. Second LED would be a perfect 3, but this is close. Go LED. Ancient Tomb. Prepare to get turn 1 down a mull to 3. Oh, yeah. This is pretty hot. Sure, I'll play this out. No imprint. Play out the Monolith. LED. LED. Gamble. Echo. blue, red, tap the Monolith, spin it again. We got a horn, baby. Let's get horny. Ditch the Volcanic. Echoing Truth isn't even necessarily bad. It's worth a lot of cards with horns sometimes. Like Dead Chrome Oxen. Let's pitch a Petal. Just because Will's worth a lot of mana. Pitch another Petal. Let's pitch the Opal. The Relay. I think I play Opal, Chrome Mox, bounce the Chrome Moxen with Echoing Truth. Look at 4 more cards before I decide whether I want to use this LED or not. Get Opal in. Lay out the dead Chrome Mox. Echoing Truth the Chrome Moxen. 2 more cards. 2 more cards. Gained Bergie. Gonna have to use LED now. Okay, that's fine. Let's go LED. Let's make red. Play Bergie. Play Petal. Play Petal. Play Monolith. Use a Petal to Void Snare this Monolith to get 2 more cards. Alright, we got more mana. So let's Jeska's Will for action. Look at 3 more cards. There's the Burning Wish. Well, that was close. That took a lot of digging. Definitely took a lot of digging. Burning Wish. Tendrils. That's a turn 1 on a mold of 3. Booyah. They said nice mult of 3. LOL. GG's. GG's. Sweet. We are 3-0. See you in round 4. Right, here we go. Round 4 against Morrison 90. We've won the die roll. And this hand is a banger. Yeah, this is great. Monolith, Monolith, Grid, Opal, Relay. Mulligan to 5. Alright. Here's a Monolith. Here's a Monolith. Here's a Defense Grid. They're forcing it. Love it. Here's a Mox Opal. And here's a Relay for 6. Go Gamble, Spirit Guide. I've seen better, but it's gonna put a protected Echo on the stack. So that's pretty good. We would love to draw an LED. Ho. Yep. That's how you do it. That is exactly how you do it. It's the best way to go about this. We can frontside this Echo here, or we can backside with this Gamble, and then leave this Echo. Kinda like that. Let's make red. Gamble for Echo. Tap Tomb. Make blue. I gotta restart Moto. Spin it. Spin it to win it. Storm is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks to me like this is lethal. A double black. Alright, they're off it. Very nice. What did they pitch to that Force of Will? Cameo. I'm just gonna run it back. Yep. Gotta watch out for Consign. They milled the 6. Okay, they're just holding up. Don't love that. Think I'm gonna cast Grid here. Imprinting Bergie. I will be sad that I imprinted that. If I draw Soul Land, we're gonna get consigned here. Oh, days. Yeah, it's a bummer. We would like for them to just like cast the Ponder. Stop holding up Consign. Permanent mana source? Kind of. I'm just gonna cast the Burning Wish. Put Echo into my hand and pass. Really like to draw land. I draw land, I have Bergie into Relay into Echo. We're gonna play an Unlicensed Hearse. Tapping out for it. I like that. We did draw land. Comes the Berg. Another days. No, they have Force. Bitching Consign. Told ya. Now we're gonna spin it. We'll see if they want to hit Lion's Eye Diamond here. It's honestly, as good as it gets. Hit that and relay, sure. Makes sense. We draw 7. Okay. I mean, I don't hate this hand. Yep. I was gonna say, we gotta dodge some sort of hateful permanent. Oh my god. Let's play Tomb, Grid, Force Pitching Stifle. Grid? Cool. Grid's in. Yes, Brainstorm. At least their hearse doesn't work. Lavinia. Okay. Alright. Here goes nothing. Gamble for Burning Wish. That's fine. Yes, Burning Wish. Shattering Spree. Kill the Null Rod. I don't think I want to ram this relay into the Lavinia. We have a relay for 5. Bergie's not bad. Smashing. Okay. They played a 3rd land. They could possibly have another force, which is a bummer. There's a pedal. Oh, we've got this hearse to worry about as well. Let's go right for the Berg. Nope. They've got a force and a daze. They are ready. They've come combo ready. Alright, I will play out the smashing. And I guess I let these go to exile. They have 4 cards. Tell me this is a Nar set, dude. Harbinger? Okay. Means I can almost cast that. Well, I need 2 more lands to cast Echo. Gotta be like Burning Wish right now? No. Pretty ridiculous. I guess I'll play a Braid. Trim a Jessica's Will. Yes, we'll take the play. I don't know. Relays for 3. But it loses a card with pedal, loses a card imprinting, then goes up 2, so it's kind of even, but accelerates a little bit of mana. I feel like I'd rather just have a hand that has grid, yeah. Wow. God, this hand would have been so good on 7. Still good, but oof. I think I just go Mountain, Spirit Guide, Grid. Hope to draw a mana source. I could have kept the other Rite of Flame, but it makes the relay not great. And I think we need to attempt a grid before they have Consign up. Of course, they have a force. They're just so combo ready. Yep, land go. Didn't hit. Although they probably have Consign anyways. 8 piece. Dreadnought. Okay. Dreadnought and Consign it. Okay. Huh. Let's go in. If they will allow it. LED, Opal. And you gotta hope they don't have another force. It is not getting better by passing. How'd we do? Double force. Okay, they are ready for a combo. We know this. That was outrageous. Alright, see you in the final round. Alright, here we go in the final round. We're on the draw against ArtyMac. And is pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's turn 1, 10 goblins. At a minimum. They kept on 7. If I was on the play, I would just slam it. Chalice. Yep. Only on 1. Ancient Tomb. Okay. I'm gonna play Monolith. Do I want to play Petal? Yeah, I think so. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have. We draw LED, we can just peer. Here's a Chrome Mox. Printing Pyrogoyf. Blood Moon, that's fine. Might even be better. Echo. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good Reforge. Could also just get Reforge and pass. Could also get Shattering Spree and pass. They didn't have another land. I could get Shattering Spree and use it. But I don't want to use this pedal. I'm gonna get Shattering Spree. We're really close to casting this Echo. Petal, Opal, LED. And if they pass without making a land drop, I'll just blow these both up. Yep. Monolith. Yeah, there's an argument to just passing and not playing anything. But I'm going to replicate. First one gets countered. Replicate. Blow them up. Now, it's real bad if they draw a chalice. It's the one weakness here. That is a wish. I'm going to play Monolith and pass. If we wish, it's going to wind up being a Reforge. I want a ton of mana when I do it. God, if I Dance with Calamity on Moto, it's a good spot for it. Oh, that's even better. Do I frontside an Echo? I can cast the Wish first. We have 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. 10, still 4 mana post Echo with an active Wish. Count me in. Cast it. Spirit Guide. Rite of Flame. Petal. Tap Monolith. Cast Echo from hand. Oh, yeah. Cast Will for mana. Remember, we have an active Wish already. We're going to use a Spirit Guide to make this slightly worse. Sure. Play Defense Grid. Play a Mox Opal. Play Chrome Mox. Imprint Relay. Play LED. Make black. Get you with the drills. Drill, baby, drill. Sweet. Not the easiest matchup. Play Void Snare, Echoing Truth. Braid. From 2 grids. They do play a lot of Pyroblast these days. I'm sure Majeska's will. I will keep this. We can destroy Chalice on 0. I draw an Echo or a Gamble. We're in business. No Leyline. Can also kill a Null Rod. Oh, One Ring. Okay. Any action? No. No action. Let's go Petal, land, Monolith. Kind of want to save some cards for Relay in case we draw it. Because we already have Chalice covered. Activate One Ring. They're up to 5 cards. Don't care about a Moon effect. Babel's fine. No hate. Okay. Come on, action. Yeah, baby. We could have played it all out to play around Trap, but we didn't. Red Flame, Petal, LED, LED, or no cowards. We're going in deep. 3, I have to use both LEDs. Black, red, and we're gonna peer into this abyss. No way, dude. Oh my god. Alright, we can go to game 3. Alright, I'm gonna play 3rd grid. Take out the other Jeska's will. I'd be willing to classify that as a punt. Holding cards for Relay there is probably incorrect. I'm gonna keep this and we're gonna rip. And they have ley lines too. Dude, people are so outrageously combo ready. I get that it's a combo format, but it's not like a ley line format. I feel like ley lines and traps does not do shit to Nadu. So I could play Petal, Chromox Imprint, use Spirit Guide, gamble for LED. No, that's only a Relay line. Of course, they have it on 7 cards too. Close to balance. No, Void Snares in my main deck currently. Well, I'm gonna play out a couple zeros and pass. Chromox, Imprint Fury, land, pass. Okay. Would still love to draw an LED. Oh, come on, man. Give me a break. I'm gonna pass. If I draw land, I'll probably cast Burning Wish to get Shattering Spree. Yep. What if I gamble for Ancient Tomb? What I'm gonna do? Actually, that's city. No, I'll go Ancient Tomb. Just direct hit. Cool. Wow. What a way to just eat it out of nowhere, huh? Yep, I go to 18. They have 3 cards. Relay. Would have been a great draw if I had an Ancient Tomb. I'll use Spirit Guide and just play Monolith. This is pretty bad. Even if they just didn't also have Chalice. And now the fastest of clocks. Yep. Don't really think we have outs at this point. They can copy Bombardiers and kill us next turn. 2, 4, 6, 10. Yeah. They do have lethal next turn. There's the Ancient Tomb. Yeah, like I finally have a relay line that I would have had last turn. But I didn't get wrecked. I don't really have a line here. We can grape shot the Bombardiers so that we get another turn, but nothing I can do with that turn. I have to use my pedal. If we weren't staring down lethal, we would have had a decent relay right there. Fury? Yeah. 6, 7, 8. Still not lethal, but it turns our Ancient Tomb off. Yeah, we go to 2. Alrighty then. Okay, so we certainly crushed, except for the blue deck that was just chock full of combo hate. And I punted the 3rd match. Game 2, I should have 100% just played around trap. I'm holding for relay, of which we have 3 cards, or 3 of in our deck. 1 draw, as opposed to playing around Mindbreak Trap and Chalice. And they're taking a draw step and I think 3 more draws from the ring. We definitely should have played around Mindbreak Trap and Chalice. But we had no action, and I figured if relay was the action that we hit, we'd be sorry, but still, the numbers, I think our best bet was hoping that we spiked a wish over the course of a turn or 2, and we should just play our cards out so we don't get wrecked by trap. And we did, in fact, get wrecked by trap, so that one's on us. And then we lost to, Force, or no, Days. Was it Force and Days? Null Rod, Lavinia. We almost won that game. We removed the Null Rod, and then had Fergie into kill Lavinia and kill you. But they had the 3rd land to play around our grid and a Force. Oh, that was still super close. And then they had a double Force hand that also attacked with a 12-12 on turn 3. Brutal. But we had a lot of super powerful hands, turns, a lot of turn 1s, a lot of protected turn 1s. I think relay was a banger this league. A nice little turn 1 on 3. That was cool. So overall, I'm happy with the list. So I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.